Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Lisa, and today in this video I'm going to give you my weekly tarot forecast and advice. And this video in particular is going to be starting from November 15th until November 21st. So what you should expect in that coming week. In this video, and then my advice is going to be for each zodiac sign. I do those weekly tarot readings every single week, so in order not to miss a new one, don't forget to subscribe to my channel, like this video, and leave your comment how you feel about upcoming week and about your card. Okay, so let's start. So the first zodiac sign we have is Aries. So what should Aries expect in the upcoming week from November 15th until November 21st? And for Aries, we have Queen of Wands. Interesting week it is going to be. This week you will have to do some things you don't really enjoy doing, and maybe even hate doing, but you sort of have to do them. Like, I don't know, you love your job, you like what you're doing, but every month you need to submit a report, and you hate doing that. You hate filling out all the documents and do all the reports, but it's kind of, you have to do it, and you just do it once and it's done. That's it. It's not gonna be for a long period of time. It's just like something that needs to be done. Not a very pleasant thing. You don't like that, but you just have to do it. Like, done and gone. That's it. So that's why your primary focus this week would be about work, everything about work, working, doing something. As I've said earlier, things you don't really enjoy doing, but like, that's why you kind of have this tension inside of you, like this feeling, maybe a bit negative, because you're gonna do what you don't like doing. So maybe other people are gonna force you to do. Maybe it's just you maybe you're self-employed. It's just like you just have to do that. I don't know, like, you know, sometimes once per year you have to fill out your taxes, let's say, for example, and it's like you don't like that, it's time consuming, but you need to do that. Also pay attention to your romantic relationships, relationships with your partner. If you are not within the romantic relationships, so this week it's not the best actually to build new relationships, to go and search for the love. This week is not about that. If you are in romantic relationships, whatever happens within this week, please keep it inside your relationships. Like, it's only between you and your partner. Don't take it outside. Don't share it with anybody. I mean, if you want to share, it can be like a professional or therapist. It can be like a psychologist. Maybe you have a tension and problems within your relationship, so it can be a professional person with whom you can discuss that. But don't take everything outside of your relationships and share with your friends, with your relatives, with your mom, with like other people, because your relationships, like whatever is going to happen with this week, if you have any problems, if you have certain arguments, it's going to be because of the outside environment. It's not because something is happening between you two, but it's going to be affected because of the outside people, from society. So everything's going to come from the society, everything's going to come from the people around you. So it's just better to be quiet. If something happens, please solve it between you two, or as I've said earlier, if you need to bring it out and, I don't know, book an appointment with a therapist to discuss your relationships, do it. But it's not a week to let other people in your relationships. Don't involve anybody else to your relationships except you, or as I've said multiple times, somebody professional. And she is a kind of like the queen, this Queen of Wands. She's kind of a bit opposite of happiness. Like, because of this tension, like, you know, something can be within the relationship, something can be within the work, so there's just a lot of things going on around, and she sits and a bit not happy with everything what's happening. And so this week is going to be a bit tricky, not an easy one. And also remember, because she's a queen, sometimes she can look And she sits here, she can look at the people from the top, thinking that she's the best and she knows everything. So try to avoid that. Try actually to observe yourself, how you communicate with people, how you position yourself with other people. Don't you put yourself like too high? Don't you, I don't know, the way you talk to other people, aren't you too mean to them? Like how you communicate with others, how you behave towards other people. And sometimes, especially if we talk, as I've said earlier, about the relationships, she is trying to find all the little things like not very noticeable in other people. So she tries to find something, even, I don't know, person is ideal, everything is good, but she will still go and try to search for something bad, all the little nuances. There should be something bad about him or her. So she's like that. She's a bit suspicious about everything what's happening around her. So that's why, as I've said earlier, not a great week actually to build new relationships. And why? If we talk about building new relationships, it's about you. So think about yourself, how you behave towards other people. Are you trying to be like you are the best and you know everything? So see how you behave towards others. Are you actually trying to find all these little nuances in other people, make you feel good and proud of yourself? He has this, I don't have that, I'm proud of myself, I'm good. So search for that and observe it. I would say observe this week. It's not about a lot of actions, it's more about observations. But overall, interesting week for Aries. Okay, so next one, let's move to Taurus. And for Taurus, we have 5 Pentacles. Fives of the minor arcana, they are always hard cards, not the easy ones, especially mentally, physically, how you feel. It's not the best feeling and it's not the best week. That's why in this case, because this is about money, because we have 5 coins, 5 pentacles, so maybe some financial losses. So that's why pay attention to your expenses. Where are you actually putting your money into? If I don't know, if you trade, if you invest, be very careful with your money this week. How you spend them, do you spend them wisely or not? Don't take a lot of risks this week, especially as I've said earlier in terms of the finances, this week not to risk at all, especially and invest in the things you don't know, you're not familiar with, because there is a high chance of losing something, especially from the financial perspective. And the thing is that you don't see the help. So you actually have help from others, but you don't seem just to find that. So be very open. If somebody wants to help you, if you actually experience this situation this week, you should know that you do have people around you who can help you. You are not alone. If you even look at this card, there are 2 of them. So that's why, like, my main and key advice to you, I said it earlier, is that don't make some stupid expenses. Try to avoid buying unnecessary stupid things. Please budget and use your money wisely this week. Use all your resources in general very wisely this week, because there is a chance that you are gonna lose some. And in order not to be a person who lost everything and has nothing at all, you just plan that wisely. Plan that you still have something. It's not like you lost everything and you lost all your capital, let's say. So that's why, as I've said, if you especially trade, if you invest, it's not the best week to take risks. It's not the best week to try something new and put your money somewhere you have never thought about, you've never heard about, or you have never learned about, or anything like that. It's not the best week. So use your money wisely, budget everything, avoid lots of expenses, especially spending money on unnecessary things, because there is a chance that you are gonna lose something this week. It's gonna get better. It's just like this week can be a bit tricky. If you do everything wisely this week, everything's gonna be fine. If not, some things are inevitable and they can happen. So please, please, please be careful this week. Okay. Next one we have Gemini. For Gemini, we have the Devil. It's a major arcana number 15. So it's kind of interesting week, I would say, with lots of emotions, with lots of upsides and downs. Very intense week in terms of the emotions, in terms of the feelings. One day you are super happy and super excited about everything. Next day you are crying, breaking the glasses, the plates in the kitchen, and next day after it, everything is perfect again. So it can be like a roller coaster this week, like lots of things, lots of emotions, lots of feelings, and that's why just be prepared for that. It's not a stable week at all. The key thing here is that this week, look at your fears and ask yourself, what am I afraid of? What are my fears? Because it looks like some of your fears are actually driving you, sometimes taking control over you. It's not like truly yourself who behaves in a certain way. It's because of your fears. Your fears do that. So that's why if you see like those spikes going up and down, it's certainly maybe because your fears are taking over you, taking control over you. And so ask yourself this week, what am I afraid of? What are my fears? Like it can be literally anything: your career, your health, your relationships. It can be, I don't know, your fulfillment, like anything, any sphere of your life. Just try to analyze that. So that's why this week is literally from loving everyone and being so positive to being so negative and angry. It can just take 1 second, one quick second, and done. Quickly move to another mood stage. So that's why learn how to control that. Don't be too aggressive towards other people. And of course, the key word for you this week is to analyze your fears and don't let your fears take over you. Okay. Next one we have Cancer. And for Cancer, we have 6 swords. As you can see on the card, we have a boat and they're going somewhere, they're moving, they're going in a certain direction, they're leaving some space. So this week, if you have been thinking about I don't know, moving from one place to another, changing the place where you're staying right now, changing your environment, I don't know, making changes to the place where you live. If you have been thinking about leaving somebody, if you have been thinking leaving your relationships, or the marriage or anything like that, or leaving your job. So this week is about like leaving one place and going to another place. It can be anything, as I've said earlier. It can be, I don't know, moving from one place to another, moving from one apartment to another, your relationships, your career. It can be anything. And it's also about search. It's about searching for something new. It's also about searching what is inside of you, searching your true self, who you are. So that's why this week is kind of it's also about the new beginnings. If you have been thinking about some change in your life, this week is good for that. But it's not like kind of, it's very happy and easy process. I would say this process would still require your attention, lots of thoughts put into that, lots of thinking. That's why being by yourself, meditating, analyzing everything would be very wisely this week. So it's not like you're moving to one place to another, like to a new stage. It is probably a new stage, but it's not like very easy and like very positive. So there might be something inside of you that you may be very serious about what's happening in your life. Maybe you're feeling a bit lost and you're searching just who you are. You need to know who you are, what brings joy to you in life, what you really want to do in life. So that's why this week it was about moving, having changes, searching for something, understanding everything what's happening in your life right now. Plus, because this is, you can see the water in the picture, maybe, I don't know, going somewhere next to the water, to the lake, or having a trip on the boat cruise, or anything like that. It's about leaving the conflict zone. Like, if, especially, remember one of my examples was about leaving your relationships, leaving your partner. It's kind of looks like there was something within the relationships, like some sort of conflict, something negative has been happening, and you're kind of leaving this place. So that's why it can be not an easy week in terms of some decisions you will have to make, but just remember that something new adventures, new life cycle awaits you, and everything is good. So if you have been thinking about certain changes in your life, so this week is good to make those changes, to make all those decisions. If you're not planning to leave anybody or any place, so just go outside, spend more time outside, especially in the nature, close to the water. Just don't sit at home the whole week. So if you can go for a walk, explore the city, or go outside of the city, it would be great for you. Just a bit to recharge. You kind of need to reconnect with the nature and reconnect with yourself. Okay, interesting week overall, I would say. Next one we have Leo. And for Leo we have Knight of Swords. As you can see on the picture, he's so active. He really goes forward. He's so fast, and this week is about speed, being very fast, doing everything fast. I don't know, going there, going straight and achieving your goal. But when it comes to the speed, you're just too focused on the instant and fast results. How fast can I get it? And you miss a lot of small things, but important things. So you're just too focused on the end result, and you just, I don't know, running, and you don't see the things around you. You don't see people around you, and you're not paying enough attention to whatever is happening around you. So this week you need to learn how to be here at this present moment. Sometimes stop and be quiet, because you rush things up. By rushing things up, you make lots of mistakes and you can make lots of wrong decisions. So if you are going with a crazy speed somewhere, I don't know, doing some tasks or achieving your goals, just remember that the speed is gonna take over the quality, and also just pay more attention to the other details, little things. Pay attention to the quality, pay attention to the people around you, because there's a high chance that you can miss something, you can miss certain things, and it's gonna cost you a lot. So just be more aware of the things and try to be here at this present moment. Observe whatever's happening around you, because you're within the speed and you miss something. You miss a lot of things what are happening right now. Okay. But overall, if you decide to do something this week, you have all the chances of achieving it because you're so decisive. You really want to do that. You put all your energy into that. So yeah, if this week you have the goal, if you have been thinking about doing something for a long period of time, it's a great week for that. It's a great week for achievements. But just remember, when you are running to achieve something, remember about all the little things and all the little nuances as well. So just be more decisive this week and pay attention to everything around you. Okay, so that was for Leo. So next time we have Virgo. For Virgo, we have 8 of Cups. 8 of Cups. Like not an easy, interesting and not an easy week for Virgo. I just want to let you know, if you, so you might feel stuck this week. You might feel like you don't know where to go. You're kind of a bit lost. You're not sure about your decision. You're not sure about your future actions. You just don't know what to do. So what is next? Where am I going? Because like, imagine we have a mountain, and here is the top of the mountain, and you have climbed already, like here you're almost at the top of the mountain, and you are right now, you're kind of stuck right now. And I just want to remind you, there is no way back for you. I mean, you can go back and you can go down, but you have to continue going up. You have to continue what you have been planning to do. You have to continue achieving your goal, because if you do, you're gonna get very great results. So your results are going even to over exceed your expectations, and you're gonna get even more and better things than you expected. You're gonna be happy with the end result. You're gonna be happy with what you're gonna get at the top of the mountain. So that's why for Virgo, just my advice and reminder for you, keep going. Don't stop. You may feel stuck this week. You may feel lost this week. You may feel like I don't know what to do and where to go. But trust me, you have to continue going. If you're not if you're not sure about your certain decisions, you're kind of feeling, yeah, maybe I shouldn't do that. Maybe it's not the best time. It is the best time. It is a great time to continue climbing up. It's a great time to continue what you have been doing for a long period of time. You have been thinking about it for a long period of time. Now it's time to continue and take actions. Do not be afraid. Keep going up, and everything's going to be great. You are going to be satisfied with your results, but you just need to take this little step. It's like making one step. Can be a bit hard and can be a bit challenging for some people, but you just have to make this little step and everything is going to be great. Just trust me and remember that this week, that no matter what, just continue going, continue achieving your goal, continue climbing for your goal, continue doing what you have been doing, and you are going to be satisfied and happy with your result. It's just like the universe is testing your intention right now. It's this week is about testing your true intention. Do you actually want to get there? Do you think you want to get there? Yes, you want. Everything is great. Continue going up. Don't stop. It's okay to feel stuck, but do not stop. What you have been thinking about, it's all true. Just continue going up. Okay, so next one we have Libra. For Libra, we have 10 Pentacles. 10 Pentacles, it's a beautiful card. It's a card about family. It's a card about your spending some time with your family. So if you haven't been recently a lot in touch with your family, I don't know, just give a call your parents, call your grandparents, call your brothers, sisters, anybody from your family. Ask how are they doing, how are they feeling. If you have a chance to meet with them, get together, it would be great. If not, at least just give them a call, or a regular call, or FaceTime, or like video call, right? So because this week is about very warm and nice feelings, being satisfied with everything what's happening in your life. You got everything. You kind of got everything. You're calm and happy. So this week for Libra is very good. It's very positive week. And because this week is about money and coins, because we have 10 pentacles, right? It's also about your career, it's about your business, it's about money, and everything's going to be great. If you have been planning something for this week, closing some deals, invest into something, all the deals are going to be successful. Everything is great, everything is stable, controllable. So that's why overall for Libras, it's a very nice week. Remember about that, and remember about your family and paying attention to your family members. Just kind of a sign that maybe you haven't been doing that enough recently, and that some of your family members might need help from you, or just maybe just a little bit of attention. So just two things: family, and other things that your career, business, everything is great this week. If you have been thinking about investing, generating more income, trying to find other sources of income, so it's a great week for that as well. Okay, that was Libra. Next we have Scorpio. For Scorpio, we have 5 wands. 5 wands, all fives in minor arcanas. They're a bit challenging cards. It's a bit hard cards physically and mentally. As you can see on this card, you're fighting with other people. So that's why be very careful with people around you, because it's maybe this week is going to be inevitable to have conflicts with others, having some arguments with others. So that's why be very careful. Don't provoke other people to their aggressive behavior. And remember that actually having all those conflicts with others, arguing, showing who is the best, or fighting with others, you're not gonna get anything outside of it. So it's very noisy. It's a lot of things, but actually like zero results. Lots of actions with zero results. So remember that this week, that don't even spend your energy on that. Don't spend your time on that. Remember that you're not gonna get anything outside of those conflicts. You're not gonna get anything outside of arguing with other people. I don't know, solving some problems in a negative way. So just remember that you're not gonna get anything positive. There's no positive outcome. It's just like nothing. It's just sort of a waste of energy and waste of time. So before even starting having arguments, just kind of my reminder and advice for you: remember that it's not gonna take you anywhere. So that's why, as I've said earlier, pay attention to the people around you, people you work with, especially if you have, I don't know, to come up with your team this week. Sometimes when we have some school projects or projects at work, you need to collaborate and work with others. So be very careful with selecting the people with whom you work, and with whom you communicate, and with whom you're actually friends with. So just be very careful and pay attention to the people around you. Okay, so that's kind of my advice for Scorpio for next week. Next we have Sagittarius. For Sagittarius, we have King of Pentacles. This week, your psychological and mental well-being is very quiet, is very stable. Emotions are not taking over you. You're king. You already know how to control them. My advice for you would be this week is that this week is about working by yourself. This week is not about teamwork. It's more about individual work, and because he is already a king. He knows a lot of things. He has lots of skills, and this week would be great if you improve some of them, if you upgrade some of them, if you master your skills, if you renew your knowledge. So that's why it's kind of better to focus on yourself, work by yourself this week, and to step to the next level. So if you have been thinking about, I don't know, taking some courses to renew your skills, to renew your knowledge, it would be great. And it's also about boosting your communication skills, because he is a good communicator, he's a great negotiator. So try to think about that, maybe public speaking skills, acting skills, how you work and communicate with other, management skills. It's a good time to work on this week. So that's why do not be afraid to move to the next level, let's say from professional to expert. And actually by doing that, there is a high chance that you're going to generate more income in the future. That's what actually going to bring you more income, because it's a king, plus it's king of pentacles, still it's focused on the money as well, and your wealth. So that's why by doing that, you can generate more income in the future. Do not be afraid to delegate all your tasks. Again, he's a king. He has other people who are working and serving under him. So do not be afraid to delegate the things, some tasks at work, at home, anywhere. But remember, you have to learn how to be a leader. Don't over control other people. Don't be too strict with other people. Still give them space, give them freedom, give them choice. It shouldn't be like that. I don't know, at your home you go and say to your partner, you go do that, and that's it, and I'll sit and do nothing. So try to avoid that. Try to see the way you talk to other people, the way you give tasks to other people, especially if you're in a management role in the higher positions. Pay attention to that. But overall, it's a good week. I told you some key things and how you can generate more income, and things you should pay attention to this week. Okay, next one we have Capricorn. For Capricorn, we have Justice. It's major arcana number 8. So this week can be a lot about your official relationships, about your marriage. Maybe you will have some tension within your official relationships, maybe even potentially thinking about divorce, because this week is all about official things, official documents, official relationships, official, like your full-time work and position. So that's why this week, when it comes to the documents, when it comes to the contracts, please pay attention to all little details, like, you know, even read all those little things at the bottom of every page. So that's why as I've said earlier, you might experience some tension within your relationship. What you can do in order to not actually potentially think about divorce and going to the court and submit all your docs for divorce. I mean, if it's already there, this week may be about that as well. But remember about the balance. Remember that you can balance everything out, and you can actually easily solve all those problems, but you just need to balance the things. She has sword here in her hand, so swords about action. So do not be actually afraid to cut some things out. Do not be afraid to make some actions. Do not be afraid to finish something. As I've said, it can be relationships, it can be work, it can be anything. Do not be afraid, but don't make rash decisions. First of all, try to balance everything out, try to solve the problem, try to talk, and then if nothing works, you always have a sword in your hand and you can go and cut all useless and unnecessary things in your life. Just get rid of these things you don't need in your life. You can easily do that. And remember that this week, whatever happens to you, that it happens for a reason. There is a cause and effect for that. Don't try to blame God, don't try to blame universe, or try to blame everyone, anybody. If it is happening to you, there is a specific cause why it's happening to you. So try to analyze it, try to look maybe back, maybe you have done something and now you're getting something in return. So think about that, and remember that everything in life happens for a reason, and don't blame others. First of all, look at yourself for whatever is happening in your life right now. So that's kind of my advice and forecast for Capricorn for the upcoming week. Next one we have Aquarius. For Aquarius, we have the High Priestess. This week is about listening to your true self. It's about listening to your intuition. And for the intuition, you should be very careful, because sometimes your fears might take over you and you can say, oh, this is because of my intuition says me not to do that. I just kind of feel that I shouldn't go there. But it's not your intuition who is telling you that. It's your fear inside of you, that you're maybe afraid of something, and now you said it's your intuition. So please pay attention to that and ask yourself, am I afraid of that, or is it my intuition telling me? Is it like my gut feeling inside of me that I shouldn't go there, I shouldn't do that? So that's why, in order to listen to your intuition, you need to stay quiet, you need to stay focused. So that's why this week would be great to spend time by yourself, meditate, go for a walk, analyze something, write everything down on the paper. If you need to structure, if you cannot keep the things inside of your mind or inside of your brain anymore, put them on the paper, put all your thoughts and ideas out, and try to listen to yourself. This week is a bit passive week. So this week is not about being super active. It's not about taking actions. This week is about observation. This week is about listening, observing things, and not making some weird moves and actions. No, it's not the best idea. It's not the best time. So that's why this week is better to be quiet, passive, listen to yourself, analyze everything. Don't listen to others. If you have a chance to be by yourself, actually with yourself, avoiding all this noise around you, it would be great. So that's why it's kind of, you should stay focused and concentrated on the things which are happening right now in your life. You're gonna find the clarity, you're gonna find all the answers, but you just need to concentrate more. You need to be passive, you need to be very quiet in order to actually hear what universe or God is telling you, like some signs and some answers and some help. So that's kind of my advice and forecast for Aquarius this week. Just be quiet, listen to yourself, listen to your intuition, be passive, don't make some unnecessary and stupid moves. And next one we have Pisces. For Pisces, we have Page of Pentacles. This week is a great week for studies. It's a great week for getting new knowledge. If you have been thinking about studying something new, mastering your skills, studying new subjects, improving your knowledge in some fields, or renewing your knowledge, so it's kind of a great week for the studies. That's kind of a sign that it's not time yet to act. And why not yet? Because it's still kind of a sign that you're missing something, that you don't have enough of the knowledge, enough of the experience, enough of the skills. So that's why this week you should concentrate on building all those skills, building all this base for the foundation, and then actually maybe a week later you can go and act and apply all your knowledge on your studies. But this week yet, it's just sign for you that it's not a time yet, that you still need some knowledge, that you still need to be patient, that you still need to get some studies, and they still need to get some knowledge. So that's why this week is great for planning, like kind of getting yourself ready for everything, planning, setting up your goals, planning some of your projects, maybe even starting new things. It's a great time for that. That's why it's a good week. It's a week for something new, learning something new, but just like not for acting and not being super active in your action. Don't make a lot of action this week. So that was it for my tarot forecast and advice for the upcoming week, starting from November 15th until November 21st. Let me know how you feel about your card. You can even let me know your zodiac sign in the comments, so I can see the most popular zodiac sign I have among my followers and among my subscribers. And thank you everyone for watching. I wish you a great week no matter what, and see you in my next video. Bye bye.